Ramadan Kareem to all of our viewers who are watching us today, and welcome to a new episode of The Collectors. It's very important when it comes into having models about Kuwaiti in the past, especially when we're talking about life, talking about homes, talking about all of these important essentials that we used to have them and now they're all developed. In today's episode, we're going to know more about that in that particular aspect with our collector, عناد, العياف, so stay tuned.
A hobby is described as a regular activity or interest that is usually done during spare time for the aim of enjoyment or psychological and mental comfort. It includes hobbies like collecting art, which leads to the acquisition of excellent skills and information, and is not designed to make profits but to have fun and gain experience. Collecting encompasses a wide range of interests, such as collecting postage stamps, books, and other miscellaneous items of all shapes and sizes. The hobby develops in the person who practices it, when he has the desire to improve and develop it, and it is dependent on a number of factors. The development of talents and hobbies, including the presence of a place and tools that allow a person to practice the hobby freely and comfortably. The hobby in general requires supporting tools and assistance to implement and develop it, which is undeniably the main and very important element, especially in the process of implementing the idea and putting it into practice, as these tools contribute to the output of the artwork in a unique way. And for those who are interested in the work of heritage objects that reflect the Kuwaiti environment in the old days, whether in the forms of buildings or old Kuwaiti houses in their original nature and form, which is a distinguishing feature in the history of construction and architecture in the state of Kuwait. Mr. عناد العياف, who is one of the special Kuwaiti youth in the field of construction and architecture, model design and execution in general, and legacy in particular, require creativity. Mr. عناد العياف has taken up the craft and hobby of creating models that document historical stages and distinct time periods, particularly in the field of architecture and construction, including the creation of models of old Kuwaiti houses, gates of Kuwait walls, and many other distinctive designs of the Kuwaiti environment. He had this hobby for a long time and started developing it by practicing and following many of the works of craftsmen and creative people in this field until he became distinguished in his works, especially heritage, where he researched a lot on the form and designs of old Kuwaiti houses and what distinguishes each house from the other, whether interior design or even architecture.
Of course, we're still continuing in our episode. Now, our episode is very special. We're going to have lots of great things are going to be presented to you. Do you hear that, Bibi? I think we should go open the door. Let's go.
Furthermore, he considered the execution of models' work on the general shape of each design until he became adapted in the work of one model. Mr. عناد العياف adds that he had been digging deeper into the design of the models very much until he became an effective member of the Expo team for crafts and heritage exhibitions and became one of its members who are keen to participate in all of the exhibitions organized by this team, whose members are distinguished by their adherence to the heritage side. Mr. عناد العياف claims that he works for more than 3 hours every day on one piece, and that he attempts to employ the majority of his time and attention in the implementation of these works, especially since they require focus and accuracy. He is constantly eager to dedicate his time in the creation of works during the design and implementation stages. He continues that he enjoys the thrill, especially when working. His passion is model work, particularly minor details that need more concentration, as demonstrated by the work of doors and windows for the Kuwaiti house. Mr. عناد العياف adds that he utilizes cork and adhesive substances to combine the pieces with one another, as well as some small pieces of wood to build windows and doors that demand accuracy in its assembly and installation. Mr. عناد العياف says of his creation, which he is proud of, that he have made a really enormous figure in Beit al-Uthman Museum, where the item was designed with precision and craftsmanship and reflects the old Kuwaiti environment represented by houses, al-furjan and some old shops from which people used to take the majority of their consumer and living needs, in addition to the statement of the maritime side and the importance of the sea for Kuwaitis in the past, whether in fishing, trade and maritime transport. Particularly, Kuwaiti society's lifeblood is regarded as old. Mr. عناد العياف expresses his joy in completing such a work, especially since it is considered an artistic birth certificate for him, especially since it was placed in a museum that reflects the Kuwaiti environment in all of its aspects and has become a destination for all visitors, both inside and outside Kuwait. Mr. عناد العياف responds to all of this by saying that he is pleased with the completion of each new sculpture he implements, especially because he documents his work through photography and publishes them on social networking sites in order to make his work available to all those interested in this field. He also stated that he welcomes anyone who wishes to learn about the work of heritage pieces by contacting him in order to learn about the specific characteristics of the work. Mr. عناد العياف is a unique model for investing, developing, and guiding the hobby in a distinctive and coordinated form and content. Not to mention that the hobby is a self-loving act that enhances the potential to acquire talents and obtain new experiences.
And that was our episode for today. Thanks to our collector, عناد العياف, for his amazing, great achievement when it comes into his great work. And of course, when it comes into Girgian, we know that it is very important to always keep your basket full for all of the kids to come and enjoy taking all of their candies.